Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you from our studios in Kokomo, Indiana, it's Pyle and Company. With your host, Jacob Pyle. Along with our special contributor, Margot Amy. And this week's special guests, JV and Tej. And now, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, your host, Jacob Pyle.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I can't think straight. Girl, you're always on my mind. It's keeping me up late. Can't even get to work on time. Got a fever burning up inside. I see your face each time I close my eyes. You're my heart's desire. Always thinking of you, heart's desire. Girl, I want you so bad. Like a car spinning out of control with a blown out tire. You're my heart's desire. Do you believe I love you? Heart's desire. Best I never had. Got a yearning down deep and I don't wanna put out the fire. 'Cause you're my heart's desire. You walk by, I can barely speak your name. You bat your eye, and my courage goes down the drain. My chest is pounding and I must confess, girl, you're giving me a cardiac arrest. You're my heart's desire. Always thinking of you, heart's desire. Girl, I want you so bad. Like a car spinning out of control with a blown out tire. You're my heart's desire. Do you believe I love you? Heart's desire. Best I never had. Got a yearning down deep and I don't wanna put out the fire. 'Cause you're my heart's desire. Like a sweet tooth craving candy, I got such a longing I can hardly stand it. You're my heart's desire. I do believe I love you, heart's desire. Best I never had. Got a yearning down deep and I don't wanna put out the fire. 'Cause you're my heart's desire. Yes, you're my heart's desire. thank you! Thank you so very much! Thank you, you're too kind! Hello everybody, welcome to Pyle and Company. My name is Jacob Pyle, glad you guys could join us. And now let's give a big welcome to my co-host on Pyle and Company from Los Angeles, California. Give it up for Margot Amy! Hey Margot!
Hi Jacob. How are you this week?
I'm doing great, how about yourself?
Oh, I'm fantastic. And I hear that you've got a new permanent co-host who's coming on board starting next week?
That's right. Well, as you guys probably know, we've been looking for another co-host for our show to permanently take over for Merritt Laney, as Merritt left the show due to family issues. And after this past month of looking for co-hosts to permanently take over as our new co-host, and after a month of having Margot Amy filling in for Merritt during this transition, we have finally found ourselves a new co-host for our show. Her name is Inea Burton. She's a terrific actress and what I think will make a great fit here on Pyle and Company, and I will officially introduce you guys to her on next week's show. But right now, I just wanted to thank you publicly, Margot, for helping us out during this past month. You know, this past month has definitely been one of the craziest months with me recovering from my hernia surgery and Merritt Laney leaving the show, and I wanted to thank you for helping us out this past month. You did great.
No problem, Jacob, and thank you for letting me fill in as the temporary co-host for the past month. It's been a lot of fun.
No problem. I was glad to have you do it for us. Incidentally, Margot will continue to be seen contributing poems to our show every week, and of course filling in for Inea when she's not available, you know, and stuff like that. Anyway, we got a good show for you guys this week, do we, Margot?
That's right, and we have with us this week as our special guests, JV and Tej.
Along with our usual cast of regulars, our special contributor, Margot Amy.
Along with the fabulously talented voice of Butch McCain.
We got a good show for you guys this week.
And we'll get it all underway for you right after this. Welcome back to Pyle and Company. It's time once again for another comedy number from Pyle and Company's very own Butch McCain. And this week, Butch's friend Jed Primo has a very funny song for you. So here to sing El Chapo for us, give it up for the one and only Jed Primo.
Of the border down in old Mexico lives a short little vato they call El Chapo, an infamous drug lord with blood on his hands, pushing his poison throughout this great land. After years on the run, one night he got caught, arrested by the law without firing a shot. El Chapo, oh where could you be? Up in the mountains or down by the sea. El Chapo, oh where did you go? Did you find safe haven in San Francisco? He spent the last year in a Mexican pen, then gone in a flash trip to the shower and the tunnel below. Then a motorbike ride, and where did he go? Like a shadow at noon, he's there, then he's not. With officials in pocket, he may never be caught. El Chapo, El Chapo, oh, where could you be? Up in the mountains or down by the sea. El Chapo, El Chapo, oh, where did you go? Did you find safe haven in San Francisco? You can run and you can hide, but there's eyes in the sky. So eat, drink, and be merry, for tomorrow you'll die. The drones will be on you like sand on the beach. You'll be their pinata for your dirty deeds. So cherish these days and the freedom perceived. Watch your back, Bato, there's no honor among thieves. El Chapo, El Chapo, oh, where could you be? Up in the mountains or down by the sea. El Chapo, El Chapo, oh, where did you go? Did you find safe haven in San Francisco? Did you find safe haven in San Francisco?
Thank you, Jed. Incidentally, you can purchase music from either Cousin Jed or the McCain brothers on either iTunes or CD Baby. Coming up after the break, I will have an interview for you with our special guest, JV and Tej. We'll be right back.
When Siri doesn't know something, she asks him. Cowbells say they need more him. Google Maps asks him for directions. His birthday is considered a national holiday. He taught Chuck Norris martial arts. His business card simply says, "We will call you." He taught German Shepherds to bark in Spanish. He is Jacob Pyle, the most interesting man in the world.
Welcome back to Pyle and Company. It's time once again for this week's special guest interview segment. And in this week's segment, we have a famous hip-hop duo. They recently came out with a song entitled Turn It Up. And by what I understand, it's a song that's going to be a breakout summertime hit. And so, ladies and gentlemen, turn it up and give it up for this week's special interview segment, JV and Tej. Hey guys, welcome to Pyle and Company.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us. We're happy to be here.
So go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Well, I mean, we could start way back, but, JV and I, we've been friends since the 4th grade. So it goes way back. And music has always been kind of a bond between us. Grew up in the I guess the golden era of hip hop, and when everybody was listening to the grunge and Nirvana and Pearl Jam, JV and I were listening to Lords of the Underground and Black Sheep. So we've been friends for a long time.
It's funny. We have this story we tell people where Tim and I always hung out. We'd go to like middle school dances and hang out at each other's houses. And then we had like this crazy connection one day where we were actually stacking bricks for somebody. And we were just, it was like a summer day.
Yeah.
And we were moving bricks for someone at their house, just like a side job.
Like $4 an hour.
Right. Straight cash, $4 an hour. So we're stacking bricks, and we just started talking about like the kind of stuff that we love doing. And Tim always played guitar, piano. He can play, you give him an instrument, he can play it. And then we're just going back and forth about our love for music, and we were like, we should really start something and work together. And it was hip hop. Our love for hip hop just came out, and we just kind of started vibing on our own sound and went from there.
Yeah, starting writing raps together, and that eventually evolved to we did a talent show. We did, at our high school, and that was really kind of the first time that we were on stage and performed together, and realized that we could really maybe parlay this into something. So started early.
Tell us about this new single you have entitled Turn It Up.
Turn It Up. Well, this is the latest single that we have done, and it's just a great vibe. It's actually one of the fastest songs that we have done to date. It's like 103 beats per minute. But turn it up, man. It's really just about turning up your life. Not just turning up the song, but turning up the good vibe, turning up anything that you're doing, whether it's your job, relationship, just taking it to the next level in everything that you do, and really just enjoying the moment, for sure.
What would be your advice for anybody who's interested in breaking into music?
I would say you have to be consistent in what you believe in, your sound. You have to constantly hustle, and you have to constantly work at it. It's not like you write a song and that first version is great. We're constantly working on making each other better, pushing each other, and you have to want to grind. If you don't want to grind, it's just not going to happen overnight. You got to embrace it. You got to embrace the grind of it all. Yeah,
you got to know that it's not easy. This business, if you choose this business and this lifestyle, it's going to be a challenge. And 5 minutes ago, before we got on this interview, we were critiquing each other's verses. We're in the studio right now, we're recording, and it's just a constant evolution of your craft. Don't ever rest on your laurels. I know it's an old cliche, but it's true. You got to keep moving.
And finally, where can we purchase or download the song?
Everywhere. If you're downloading music on any platform, JV and T's are there. Google Play, iTunes, if you're streaming on Spotify, if you're on Deezer, Groove, it's really hard not to find us. So we're pretty much on every platform.
All right, JV and Tej, thank you for joining us.
All right.
Thanks a lot, Jacob.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thanks, Jake.
We'll be right back.
We're always looking for special guests to appear on upcoming episodes of Pyle and Company. If you would like to be a special guest on our program, leave us a note on our Contact Us section of our Pyle and Company website at www.pyleandcompany.weebly.com. Or you can leave us a message on our Pyle and Company Facebook page. Or you can send us an email to jacobpyle@jtpyle1@aol.com. Please include your name along with your email address and or telephone number.
Welcome back to Pyle and Company. And now here to sing the Eric Carmen song, All by Myself. Give it up once again for my co-host here on Pyle and Company, Jacob Pyle.
When I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. Living alone, I think of all the friends I've known, but when I dial the telephone, nobody's home. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself. Don't wanna live all by myself anymore. Hard to be sure. Sometimes I feel so insecure, and love so distant and obscure remains the cure. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself. Don't wanna live all by myself anymore. When I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Those days are gone. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself. Don't wanna live all by myself anymore. All by myself. Don't wanna be all by myself anymore. All by myself. Don't wanna live all by myself anymore. Thank you. Now I don't feel lonely anymore.
Pyle and Company will return after these messages. If you want to watch more episodes of this show, go to www.pyleandcompany.weebly.com. And please don't forget to like us on our Facebook page as well. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Butch. Well, that's going to do it for us this week.
That's right, but as always before we go, Margot and I would like to thank our special guests, JV and Teej, for stopping by this week.
Along with our usual cast of regulars and yours truly, Margot Amy.
And the fabulously talented voice of Butch McCain.
Join Jacob Pyle and his new co-host, Inea Burton, on next week's show where their special guest will be Danielle Taylor. Plus many more songs and surprises right here on Pyle and Company. We hope you can join us then.
What a difference difference you made in my life. What a difference you made in my life. You're my sunshine day and night. Oh, what a difference you made in my life.
From Los Angeles, California, I'm Margot Amy. Have a great weekend and a terrific rest of the week. Good night, Jacob.
Good night, Margot. And coming to you from our studios here in Kokomo, Indiana, I'm Jacob Pyle. Until next week, good night, and God bless my friends.
For Pyle and Company, I'm Butch McCain. Good night.